Me two time. Elevate me to you. I said me two time. Elevate me to you. Me is our sister soldier. Don't forget that I told you. Me is a whiz at these computer games. She breaks down how to do all kinds of things. Me is the perfect tutor when you need help with your computer. Stop by and give her knowledge a try. She can hook you up with a one-on-one to get the job done.
Welcome back, family. Welcome back to day 7 of Creator Snapshot. If you've made it this far, I already need you to pause for a second and acknowledge something real. You're still here. That alone matters more than you think, because today, day 7, is where a lot of creators quietly fall off. Not because they're lazy, not because they lack talent, not because they don't care, but because rejection finally starts talking louder than their vision. So today, we're slowing this down. We're not rushing. We're not hype talking. We're going deep. Day 7 is about learning how to stand in rejection without letting it rewrite who you are as a creator. And I'm speaking directly to you right now. If you've ever uploaded something you believed in and it didn't move, if you've ever shared something personal and it barely got acknowledged, if you've ever watched someone else grow faster and thought, what am I doing wrong? This day is for you. Let's start here. Rejection is unavoidable once you decide to create publicly. You don't opt into growth without opting into being judged, ignored, misunderstood, or overlooked. That's not negativity. That's reality. But here's where most creators get stuck. They think rejection means, I'm not good enough. This isn't working. People don't want me. Maybe I should stop. And I need to say this clearly, slowly, and with intention. Rejection is not a verdict. It is not a sentence. It is not a definition of your value. Rejection is feedback without emotion attached until we attach it. Most rejection is neutral. We're the ones who personalize it. So I want to ground us right now with something simple. If you're here live or watching the replay, say this with me. I have been rejected before. No shame in that sentence. No weakness in it either. Now say this. I survived it. Because you did. And you're still creating. Here's the truth most people don't tell creators early enough. Rejection doesn't stop creators. Interpretation does. 2 creators can experience the same rejection. One quits, the other grows. The difference is not confidence, it's perspective. One sees rejection as a reflection of self. The other sees it as part of the process. So let's talk about what rejection usually triggers. Rejection triggers ego pain. Ego pain sounds like, why them and not me? They don't see my value. I'm putting in work and getting nothing back. I feel stupid for trying. Ego wants immediate validation. Ego wants applause. Ego wants proof before progress. But building something real requires something different. It requires expertise energy, not ego energy. Expertise asks better questions. What can I learn from this? What does this tell me about clarity? Is this about timing or positioning? What's the adjustment, not the exit? And this is where creators either mature or disappear. So let me ask you something directly. What kind of rejection hits you hardest right now? Low views? No comments? No sales? Being ignored? Being overlooked? Name it, out loud or in your head. Because if you don't name it, it controls you silently. Now here's a big shift for day 7. Rejection is proof that you are visible enough to be evaluated. Think about that. You can't be rejected if no one sees you. You can't be ignored if you never show up. You can't get feedback if you never put anything out. Rejection means you entered the arena, and most people never even step in. So when rejection shows up, it's not saying you failed. It's saying you're in the game now. Let's slow down even more. A lot of creators think rejection means stop. But high-level creators know rejection usually means stay consistent longer than your emotions want to, because feelings spike faster than results. Here's another truth. Your emotions are faster than your data. Your feelings respond immediately. growth responds slowly. So when creators quit after ad rejection, they're not responding to reality. They're responding to emotion. And emotions are terrible decision makers. So today, we're practicing something different. We're practicing emotional separation. You can feel disappointed without changing direction. You can feel discouraged without deleting your work. You can feel overlooked without abandoning your path. Now I want you to reflect on this. Think about the last thing that didn't perform: the post, the video, the offer, the idea. Instead of asking, why didn't this work? Ask, what did this teach me? Because every rejection carries information. Maybe it taught you your message needs to be clearer, your audience isn't warmed up yet, your hook didn't land. Your offer needs reframing, your timing was off. That's not failure, that's feedback. And feedback is fuel if you let it be. Let me speak to the creator who feels embarrassed right now. Embarrassment comes from ego exposure. Growth comes from skill exposure. You don't grow by hiding, you grow by staying visible long enough to improve. So here's another question for you. Type yes or no, or answer honestly in your mind. Have you ever gone quiet after something didn't work? Most creators have. That silence is where momentum dies, not because you weren't capable, but because rejection convinced you to retreat. And today, we're ending that pattern. Day 7 is about becoming rejection resilient, not rejection free. You don't need thicker skin. You need clearer perspective. So here's the mindset I want you to practice from today forward. Rejection is not telling me who I am. It's telling me where I am. And where you are is learning. Now let's bring this home. Imagine what would change if rejection stopped feeling like a personal attack and started feeling like a checkpoint. Imagine posting again, even when the last post flopped. Imagine refining instead of restarting. Imagine continuing instead of disappearing. That's how creators compound. That's how confidence is built, not assumed. And listen closely here. The creators you admire most didn't avoid rejection. They outlasted it. They kept showing up while doubt was loud. They stayed consistent while validation was quiet. They trusted growth before proof arrived. And you can do the same. So if you're watching this right now and something in you feels seen, hit that like button. If you're building alongside us, subscribe. If you know another creator who needs this, share it and drop a comment. Tell me what rejection you're learning to move through. Because this isn't about pretending rejection doesn't hurt. It's about refusing to let it stop you. Day 7 is about resilience. It's about staying visible. It's about choosing progress over protection. And tomorrow we keep going. You're not behind. You're not done. You're still building. Stay grounded, stay focused, and keep creating.
Me2 time. Elevate me to you. I said me2 time. Elevate me to you. Me is our sister soldier. Don't forget that I told you. Me is a whiz at these computer games. She breaks down how to do all kinds of things. Me is the perfect tutor when you need help with your computer. Stop by and give her knowledge a try. She can hook you up with a one-on-one to get the job done.